Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the stretch class. As well as some stretches, we're going to do some yoga inspired positions. So we're going to be doing downward dog later, inspired by yoga, of course, but we're going to try and get a good stretch and work a few of those muscles in the legs in that sequence. But first, it's going to be nice and gentle. We're going to just start off with a really gentle few minutes, just doing breathing exercises, moving the shoulders, and getting ourselves ready for a fairly relaxed session today. So I'll put some background music on, and we're going to start off just by doing some gentle breathing exercises. Plant your feet firmly on the floor, let your shoulders just relax down. Close your eyes if you want to, and take a deep breath into the count of 4. And breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic. Let's keep going. Couple more deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Now, as we inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back, open up the chest, and look slightly up. So with me, inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, roll the shoulders forwards and look down. Notice I'm also turning my hands outwards as I open up the chest, roll back the shoulders, look up, and then on the exhale, turn your hands so your palms face behind you as you look down and roll your shoulders forwards. Let's do that 3 more times, nice and slowly. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more time, really slowly. Big inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. Finally on this sequence, just a little inhale and have a little stretch up. Oh, it's nice. And exhale and bring your arms down. Fantastic. We're going to carry on with that actually, but we're going to be introducing a couple of other things in the next sequence. So we'll be doing a forward fold. We didn't do this last time. Did we do this last time? Well, there was a session recently we didn't do this because I had a bit of a cold, and leaning forward when you've got a cold is not brilliant, but I'm fine now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few deep breaths, and we'll be bringing in the forward fold and a few other things. So again, feet firmly on the mat, knees slightly soft. And again, just like we just did, have a big inhale and bring your arms up. Oh, that's a nice stretch. And then exhale, bring those arms back down again. So we're going to inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, bring your arms down. Right. I feel a forward fold coming on. Let's inhale and bring the arms up. And then as we exhale, we're going to do our forward fold. And for the first one, we're just going to hang here for a few breaths. Legs should be straight. Arms should just be hanging down. If your fingers touch the floor, that's amazing. Maybe just bend your elbows and bring your hands up into a folded arm position, just so we're not worried about whether the fingers are touching the floor or not, whether we're bending forwards enough or not. We don't worry. We just hang there. Just let gravity
do its work, letting your body sink down towards the floor. One more deep breath. And then when you get to your next inhale, we're going to unfold, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Let's do that again. Now, when we're in that forward fold position, we are going to inhale, exhale. As we exhale, we're going to let gravity sink down a little bit more. We're going to be a couple of minutes now in this position. So, inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here if you can. Now think about those deep inhale, exhale cycles. Each time you exhale, just let gravity pull you down a little bit more. Imagine your hands are just sinking down. You can let your arms hang down in front. You can fold your arms in front. Either is fine. Just want to make sure we feel a good stretch in the back of the legs, those hamstrings, and your lower back. So hold it here, inhale and exhale, and just sink down a little bit each time. If you need to come out of the position at any point, that's okay. Just take a deep inhale and unfold. But if you can hold it here, that's amazing. We're going to get a really good stretch. Just going to check my timings. We've got another 30 seconds or so. So take a couple more breaths. Really feel your back unlock. Feel your hamstring stretch. When you reach your next inhale, we're going to unfold slowly. So inhale. And exhale and bring those arms back down. Oh, I've gone a little bit light-headed there. That's okay. If you've been on your forward fold and you come up, you might, be careful. Have a chair handy. It only lasted a second. Okay, but there we go. So, I did promise that we're going to do a little bit of downward dog. It's going to be a short sequence. We're not going to linger on this too much today. So, let's give it a go and see how this works out. We'll take it slowly again and we'll just hold the position for a few seconds each time to start with, and then gradually extend the period of time. This is going to stretch out your calves, and it's also going to be a good back stretch. Remember, I'm no expert. I'm no yoga freak. My technique isn't going to be wonderful, but you know what this should look like. So go with your image in your mind of what this should look like, and we'll do this together. However this works out, we'll try together to see how this works. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is go to the end of the mat facing outwards. We're going to take another one of those deep breaths. Excuse me, coughing. Maybe I'm not over that cold. Bring your arms up on an inhale. Come into your forward fold on the exhale. Right, now release, and then exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. We'll take a big step back. So we're like in a high plank position. Let's take those hands flat down onto the floor. Now, toes are about hip width apart, shoulders are over your hands. Now, from here, you're going to push your bum in the air. Think about pushing your bum up and pushing your shoulders back. Head comes down between your arms. Now, in theory, you should be in that perfect triangle shape. You've seen those pictures, those yoga instructors doing a perfect downward dog. But for us, or certainly for me, it doesn't come naturally. I don't feel as if it's particularly easy. So let's come out of it. That's our first one. Let's come out of it, back into plank. Now you can hold plank if you want to, but you don't have to. I'm just going to pause and adjust my camera because I forgot. While we're down on the floor, we need to just come down here a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. We'll just take the oops. We really don't want to see that floor like that. So you've probably dropped your knees onto the floor by now, haven't you? So let's go back into plank. So tuck your toes into plank. Now, from plank, we're going to go back into downward dog. So think about pushing back, pushing your bum in the air. Now, head should come right down between your arms. We should be getting a good stretch in the calf muscles. You may have your heels on the floor. If you have, you've got really good flexibility in your calves. If, like me, your heels are off the floor, don't worry. Oh, we're just going to try and hold this for a few more seconds this time. You might find you can just gently ease those heels down towards the floor, but don't worry, we don't want to overdo anything. Certainly don't want to hurt ourselves. So just If at any point you need to come out of it, we can just come back into plank. You can drop your knees down if you want to. Have a little stretch back. In fact, I recommend every now and again we have a little child's pose stretch. And then when you feel ready, we can go back into our downward dog. Remember that breathing in and out through your nose, long, slow breaths. It's not the most comfortable position for me, this one. Some people love it. Okay, let's pause. So bring your hips down, back into plank. Knees down. Tuck your toes, or stretch out your toes, widen your knees, sit back on your heels, have a good old stretch out. Very good. Now,
Here's what we're going to do. We are going to do a downward dog again, and we're going to start doing things like lifting legs in the air, do a three-legged dog.
Yep, so we've got plenty of time for this. We'll take our time,
but I want to give this a go and see how this works out. We're going to do a three-legged dog next, and then we will progress it again.
So, each time I get into this downward position, it feels slightly more comfortable. I stress the word slightly. Let's push back. Hold it here, hold it here. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer because when one foot comes up, you're going to need to form that like a tripod support with your arms and one foot. Now, if you can bear it, lift one leg up and hold there. There's our three-legged dog. Take 2 deep breaths. Lower your foot down. Knees down. Stretch back. It's bliss, isn't it? When you come out of it and stretch back into child's pose, it's like bliss. Of course, we have to do the other leg. Let's do it, let's do it. I just wanted to stay there. Right. High plank. Downward dog. Let's have a go with the other leg. Really good stretch now in that calf muscle and hamstring. 2 deep breaths. Leg down, knees down. Oh, sit back. Oh, I feel so bad at this, but I do feel it's doing some good as well, so not really complaining. Okay,
We're going to do one more time on each side, which means 2 more times basically. And we're going to try and just do a few movements with that leg that's in the air. Yeah, you might remember this from, we used to do this like 2 years ago when we did our fitness yoga sessions. So let's give this a go. We'll talk it through slowly.
start off in high plank position. We're going to push the hips up. And then we're going to lift one leg up. Now what I want to do is I just want to bring that knee in underneath you 3 times. Each time you do, you're going to just bring your hips forwards a little bit. 1, and stretch back. And 2, and back. And 3, and back. And bring the leg down. I bring that leg down quite quickly that time because I couldn't wait to get out of the position. Little stretch, then we'll do the other side. Oh, there we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh. So, other leg comes up. Let's not rush this. We're going to bring the knee underneath. 1. And stretch it back. Oh, I'm almost touching those curtains. 2. And 3. And leg down. Wow. Knees down. I don't know about you, I'm finding my arms here, my triceps, holding myself in that position, starting to let me down a little bit. Okay, just the triceps. But that's good, that means we're working them. Okay, that means we're working those triceps as well. Get those triceps, it'll stretch out in a minute. But that's that. So finally, for our last part of this, we're just going to do one more downward dog and just hold it for like 30 seconds. Yeah, so we don't need to lift the legs up this time. Last one. So when you're ready, let's push back. See if those heels can be any closer to the ground. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Where's my clock? Okay. Remember to breathe slowly. Oh. I'm looking up at my clock. Still got a few more seconds left. Another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down. Oh. And any way you want, let's come out of that position. Have a sit down. Let's have a sit down. Wow. Cool bananas. Well deserved rest. That was tough, wasn't it? I think what we'll do now is we'll just do a few tricep stretches. Having worked those triceps, I think it's a good time to stand up and stretch those triceps. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we showed you the tricep stretch. I showed you. So if you remember that one, you'll need a small towel. Yeah, small towel. And we're going to do tricep stretches, and then we're going to start stretching out those legs. So I've got my little towel here. Nice and slow. We're not going to rush this.
So just a quick reminder, if you weren't here with us a couple of weeks ago when we did this, you're going to take the towel in one hand. I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm saying that out loud so I remember which one I've done first. Right hand first. You're going to flip the towel over your shoulder, let it hang down the back there. Grip the towel quite tightly, bring the other hand up and grab hold of that towel. And basically we're going to pull downwards. If you can just hold one hand with the other hand behind your back, you don't need the towel at all. But for some of us, that's going to be impossible. So, look at this. This is vertical, right next to your head. Okay, this is going to stretch the tricep here. As you pull down with the other hand, this arm is going to come back a little bit, and you'll feel that stretch. It actually feels really, having done the downward dog, that feels really nice. So let's just hold this for another 20 seconds. Pulling with the other arm, remember, we're pulling down, we're feeling that stretch in that arm. Ah, very good. Release it gently, and we'll do the other side. Okay, so we're doing left side. I'm doing my left side now. So, flip the towel over your shoulder, relax, flip it over. Take the arm right up nice and high, grab that towel with the other hand, and pull. Oh, it feels good. So getting that stretch, remember that arm is down, but you don't want it to be out here somewhere, you need to be up nice and high to the side of your head, pulling down. Let's do another 20 seconds. Ideally, keep your head up. Don't try and look down. Keep your head up, and we'll hold it for another 5 seconds. There we go. That's our 20. Release. Oh, shake it. Let's do another. We'll do it one more time each side. Always good to do it again. Got plenty of time on this. So we'll do another 20 seconds on each side. Back to the right arm. Flip it over. Okay, this is this horrible towel with all the frayed ends. I keep saying I'm going to get a new towel. I'll probably still have this one in 10 years' time. Right, into positions, please, for our second stretch on the first side. Let's do 20 seconds. Okay, that's 20 seconds. Let's do the other side. Oh! Into position. There we go. 20 seconds from now. Pulling down with that other hand, remember. Trying to get that pulling action on the other hand. Five, four, three, two, one. Release. Good. Good arm stretch. While we're here, let's do a little neck stretch. Okay, I do like to, I always forget the neck stretch. It's really important, those neck stretches. So, coming a bit closer. Focusing in on your neck. Now, we're going to start off by just turning your head sideways. So what I want you to do, let your arms hang down to the side. Turn your head to one side, look over your shoulder. Very good. Turn as far as, don't let your body turn. Shoulders should still be pointing forwards, and head should be looking round as far around over your shoulder as you can. Just hold that for another 10. Okay, slowly to the middle, and then over to the other side. Another 10 seconds. And back to the middle. Now we're going to do a tilt. So basically you're going to be tilting your head sideways, ear down towards your shoulder. So again, relax your arms down. You can close your eyes if it helps, and tilt your head as if you're bringing your ear down towards your shoulder. And then to the other side. Oh, it's simple, but it's so effective. If you've got a stiff neck, you really need to be doing your neck stretches. Back to the middle. Finally, on those neck stretches, bring your chin down towards your chest. Looking down. If your chin touches your chest, that's great. If you can't get your chin to touch your chest, talk to your doctor. I think that means something. Okay, now, keeping the chin tucked in, we're going to turn the head and look up one side. Breathing, holding that position, looking up as high as you can over your shoulder. Ease it down, look down, keep your chin tucked in, look up to the other side. Back to the middle and bring your head up. Amazing, amazing, good. So the next thing we're going to do, we've got a little bit more stretching to do. I want to stretch those legs out. So if you remember from the other week, we did the standing up quadriceps stretch. That's what we're going to do now. If you can balance on one leg, you don't need a chair. If you can't balance on one leg easily, let's use a chair just for support. Now, start with your body upright. Lift one heel off the floor, grab hold of your foot, cross the arch of your foot. If you can't reach, here's what you do. You grab a towel, put the towel around your leg, pull it up. Easy as that, yeah? So use the towel if you need to. We are going to start with the knees together. Your knees should be next to each other. And we're going to start off by bringing the heel in as close as you can to your bum. Notice knees are together. It's really important you don't let your body lean forwards. If I lean forwards and the hips go back, the stretch will disappear. You need to think about pushing your hips forwards, pulling your heel in. Once you've got that position, you can start thinking about taking that knee back a little bit, keeping your hips forwards, and you'll feel a really good stretch in the front of your leg, the quadriceps. We're going to hold that for another 10 before we do the other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's do the other side. One more stretch to do before we get back down on the floor. So other side again, start off. Knees together. Knees should be next to each other, heel comes in nice and tight. Remember, hips forwards. Imagine you're trying to push your hips forwards and then take the knee back. Gonna hold this one. We'll hold it a bit longer. We've only just started. Another 25 seconds or so. Feel the stretch. Keep pulling in nice and tight. Use the towel if you need to. A bit late for me to say that now, isn't it? If you've not got your towel. We've only got another 12 seconds. Take that knee back. Pull in tight. Wow. Two, one. And I'm going to release that there. Wow. That felt good. Don't need the chair. We're going to be back down on the floor now. And you will be delighted to know we're doing planks today. We're doing some abs work. So we are doing some planks. Let's bring this down here. Bring this down. Come in a little bit tighter on there. Whoops. Lovely shot of my horrible legs. We're going to start with a regular plank. So, earlier on when we did our downward dog sequence, we did high plank. We're going to do low plank today. So you're going to be on your elbows and on your toes. Yeah, so all we have to do is plant those arms down on the floor, up onto your toes, hips down. So we're looking for a perfect straight line between your shoulders, your hips and your ankles. We don't want to be lifting up here. We don't want to be letting it sag down. No saggy hips, please. Nice, perfect straight line. To start with, just hold this for 30 seconds if you can today. If you struggle, just drop your knees down, but try not to. Try and hold it. You might find yourself shaking a little bit. You might find yourself aching a little bit. As long as you don't get any horrible twinges or pains, then just hold on another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest up. Excellent. What should we do next? Should we do it again? I think we should do it again another 30 seconds, yeah? Bringing a total to a minute. And then as you practice this, you'll get to the point you can hold it for a whole minute in one go without stopping. So I'd like to do another 30 seconds. So if you're ready, coming into plank position in 3, 2, 1. Really important you remember your breathing. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths as always. Focusing on those breaths and everything else will just, you can forget about. 30 seconds goes quite quickly, so only another 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest up. Cool. Side plank next. Yes, we are doing a side plank. We are doing a side plank. This is the bit where I can't see anyone on Zoom because everyone's down out of shot below. So I trust you. I trust you doing it. So side plank, full side plank. I'll give you first, and then we'll give you the options. So onto one elbow, forearm is taking your weight. Feet side by side. Body in a straight line. If you struggle with this position, you may bring your knee down, bring one knee forwards, up onto the other foot, and hold your position like this so you're on one knee. But again, we're still looking for that straight line down your other leg and through your hips and your shoulder. Another 10 seconds on this side, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Let's do the other side. So exactly the same thing. We're going to swap over here. Again, you've got your two options. This is your full side plank. Or, if you prefer, one knee comes forwards onto your other foot and hips come up again. This is working your obliques, external obliques under here. This is the muscle that's keeping you up. So we'll do another 10 and then we're going to do each side again a second time. So 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. I'm going to do a quick, running out of time, so we're going to do 20 seconds on each side. Starting here. I'm going to try and do full plank this time. 20 seconds only. Here we go. Breathing deeply, holding that position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And finally, 20 seconds on the other side. Next time we do this, we'll spend more time on this. We'll make this one of the longer sequences. But for today, it's a short sequence. So, final 20 seconds. Oh, my head's gone out of shot. I don't like it when my head goes out at the end of the screen. Let's do another 10 from here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest up. Cool bananas. Right. Let's have a sit down. Let's have a sit down and a stretch. Right, sitting up straight, and there we go. First thing we're going to do for our stretches, I want to do a little inner thigh stretch today. So obviously we've done lots of stretches, but just a closing sequence. Bring your feet together, back nice and straight, and all I want you to do is push down. You can hold your ankles and use your elbows to push those knees down towards the floor, yeah? Some of you will be able to get your knees onto the floor. Some of us, as you can see, nowhere near the floor. But it doesn't matter, because as long as you're getting a stretch, then that's what this is all about, yeah? So, pushing down. Think about pushing down with those arms. I prefer just to hold the ankles and push outwards. So we'll just hold that there for another let's do 30 seconds on this one. 30 seconds. Oh, look, we've got that little fly flying around again. They never go away. You can never get rid of them completely. There were hundreds, now there's just about 3 left, but those 3 still seem to be multiplying. Right, 3, 2, 1. Release. That's our thigh stretch. Shall we finish off with cat and cow? I think we should. We always generally finish with cat and cow. So, cat stretch, one of my favourites. Good for your back. Let's arch your back up. Head hangs down. We're just going to hold each of these positions for about 20 seconds, breathing deeply. Fabulous. Now reverse it. Tummy comes down towards the floor. Head comes up. Lower back should be concave. Now we're looking for a concave shape here if you can. Sort of sticking your bum out and bringing your tummy down towards the floor. Head comes up a little bit. Eyes just looking forwards on the floor there. Holding for another 20 seconds. Fabulous. Finally, we'll go back into child's pose one more time. We're going to sit back on your heels, stretch those arms out in front, and just let your body sink down. We're just going to hold this until that music finishes. So, breathing, letting your body sink down towards the floor. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Now, we are going to stand up. When you stand up, take your time. You don't want to jump up too quickly. You just want to take your time getting up slowly, slowly, slowly up into our standing position. And put my remote controls down on the floor. That completes today's session. So very well done. I thought that was quite nice today, actually. I'd rather, to be honest, I'd rather be doing mambos and salsas than I would do doing these stretches. But having done them, I feel like it's done some real good. And actually, while I'm doing most of those stretches, I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. So, hope you enjoyed it too. Don't forget, what is it? Wednesday, week tomorrow. We're doing our coffee morning, so don't forget that in Ealing. I'll put messages up on the WhatsApp group about that. And if you're not on the WhatsApp group, message me. I'll put you on the WhatsApp group and you'll get all the latest information about my classes and other activities. So, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. We're going to have a chat with everyone who's on Zoom. But if you're watching on YouTube, do put a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. I need more subscribers. Desperately need more subscribers, so please do that. Subscribe, like the video, and post me a comment as well. As long as you keep it clean. Right, that's enough. I will say goodbye, and I will see you all soon. Take care, and goodbye.